Hi everyone, welcome to Michelin King. Today we're going to have a look at a wax called Modena. Modena is one of our really wet gloss waxes, so if you're after essentially the glossiest paintwork that you can get within the core range, this is certainly one of the contenders. So we'll just show you how to apply it, how to get the best from it, longevity, just a general application and review of the wax. So this is obviously a full production size, so you won't be using that, but it's just to give you a look at the presentation. So it's a red jar. Originally this wax was made for a classic Ferrari, proved very popular, so we thought we would bring it out in its own entity. You've got a certificate at the back which would give you, these are limited editions, so it would give you the number, and then you would also have your name on there as well. Instructions on the bottom, nice quality label, and of course, as you've become used to, a flawless pour as well. Now, I've got one that we made before. So first off, let's get our QD. I've got a box of tricks down here. Just take the cap off and then give it a wee shake and just a few sprays. Very fine spritz. These spray heads are ideal. They don't waste product, they don't use too much product. It's a fine uniform mist that you get with this, so good for higher end products such as this. Next up, get your wax, and then what you want to do is put about 1/4 to 1/5 of the pad with wax. As you can see, nice smooth pour. Michelin King, we've got a multi-pour system that we use, and that ensures that no matter where it is in the jar, you get an equal swipe of, or it gives you a better chance of equal dispersion of ingredients throughout the wax. It takes a lot longer, but it gives you a much better wax. So what we'll do is just dab it on. The reason that I dab it is so that when you're applying the wax, you're picking up new wax all the time, and you're not maybe spreading old wax to a further corner. So you just want to spread it. It's a really easy wax to use. A wee bit cold today, so the paintwork or the panels are a wee bit colder than normal, but the trick to this wax is give it the time to cure. So if it's a very warm day, leave it a bit longer. If it's a bit colder, it will cure faster. So what's happening with the oils is they are not evaporating as your traditional waxes would. They are oxidising, and the reason that we choose oils like that is so that you get a thicker coat of wax, which gives you a better finish. So it actually looks nicer once the wax is cured. As I said, it's a very easy wax to apply. So what we would typically do at this point, if we weren't making a video, is we would leave it for about half an hour and then come back to it and just do the finger swipe to see has it cured. And the way that you'll know it's cured is you won't have any residue. If it's not cured within the half hour, unless it's very warm, so temperatures of maybe 28 to 35 degrees, if it's cooler than that, chances are it's been over applied, but don't worry about it, we've got a way around that. Just simply take your trusty QD, and it's a good idea to always put the lid back on just in case you're outside and any particles and whatnot get into the spray head. Any new cloths or old cloths, always give them a spray with a quick detailer. The reason being is that it softens the fibres. So what we're going to do here is just take off a small portion of the wax, because in the case that it's not cured, then it's been over applied. So just gently, don't rub too hard, because we're only taking off that top layer, and that's it. So what we would do is we'd now give it the correct time, so we'd now give it half an hour to fully cure, and should have been the level of wax that was applied to begin with, but when you move over to our waxes, they go a long way, so it's fair game to really apply like you used to. But with the Michelin King waxes, you really only need a small amount, because we use natural oils. Well, every ingredient in the wax is active, so there's nothing to water it down as such, so everything that goes on that paint will do a job. I don't add anything to the waxes to make them cure, because they cure within their own right, essentially. Now, this is a bit more in depth than our normal wax reviews, but I feel that it's important so that you get the most out of your wax. So because this is a video, what we're going to do now is just flash cure it. So we're going to force it to cure, and that just means more QD. So what the QD does is it takes any of the non-oxidised wax off, because once the wax oxidises, it becomes very hard. There's oils in there that are very hard setting. So don't worry about thinking that you're taking the wax off. You're not. It's pretty tough stuff. The key to this is to stop the minute you feel the microfiber gliding freely. Don't overdo it. Don't feel you've got to rub really hard. The pressure that you're looking for is the kind of pressure that you maybe, if you've got a cat or a dog or hamster or a guinea pig, the type of pressure that you would use to pet them is what you would use on the paint. Too frequently I'll see online, once somebody's finished with the car, a handprint like that in the cloth. That's too hard. You don't really, if you watch this, I'm holding on to this cloth, but you just really want to be gliding over the surface. You're only taking off the wax that's cured. And as you can see, a very fine handprint, so not so hard. That's fine when you're polishing or pre-waxing or something like that, but at the wax stage you can be quite gentle with the paint. So as you can see, we've force cured this, but if you leave it for the full half hour, you'll get an increase in gloss, obviously an increase in wetness, but the biggest thing is an increase in longevity. So the longer you can leave a wax on the paint, within reason, the better the finish and the better the longevity. So thank you very much for watching us. Take a look at Modena. We've got it in 200ml and 50ml sizes, and it's ready to go. Thanks a lot, bye bye.